So earlier last week, I found myself in an interesting position. And as we normally do on this channel, let's take a step back and kind of give some detail, some story behind what was going on. So obviously, with the epidemic that's going around, with everyone being quarantined and confined to their home, or at least not able to go out, not able to go, in my case, on site to the campus that I work on, as part of my normal 8 to 5 job in the IT industry, in a managerial position, I find myself in a very weird spot where I have a couple of guys that are able to go on site that have volunteered to jump in and do things, and I have the rest of my team of a handful of guys who are stuck at home doing their normal day-to-day stuff. And the other week, I found myself in a position where one of my employees, one of my team members, he hit me up and he said, "Look, I need to talk to you for a second." And he went on this pretty lengthy spiel about, and he was aggravated, he was frustrated about all the work that he had taken on as part of this volunteer, hey, I'll go on site and do the things that need to be done because some things in the IT industry, physically must be done by people that have, hands-on access to the hardware that's available so that we can ship it out and give it to people and whatnot. And so he went on this thing about, how frustrated he was, and he's being pulled in 100 different directions, and, all the things that he is and is not able to get a hold of and able to do. And I don't want to say that it was a gripe session because I think it was absolutely warranted, but it was a gripe session. And at the end of this thing, and it went on for a couple of minutes, I asked him one simple question, and it's something that I've been trying to do a lot here lately. Instead of, trying to come up with this amazing solution, instead of, racking my brain over a solution that may not be wanted, maybe it was simply, I need to get this off my chest. I need to let you know how I feel or what's going on. Instead of saying, look, we'll change processes and procedures, and the world has changed for my job already, and we're trying to keep up as best we can on my team and with my sister teams around us. I asked him one simple question. I said, what can I do to help you? What is it that you want me to do? And we talked through it. What can I, as a manager, as the head of this team, what can I do to make it easy, better, more accommodating for you? And, he said, I think I just needed to get it off my chest. I don't know that there's anything that you, management position, can do. It just is what it is. Okay. And this is something that I have also started to, in the past maybe 6 weeks, maybe 2 months, been asking my guild members. We have a couple of folks who, and I think this is probably, unless you're the 1%, you probably have these guys in your guild. You probably have played with these guys. You may even be one of these guys. But when we talk about things like parsing, Warcraft logs, etc., we have some folks in the guild that are parsing, if we're lucky, greens, but they're parsing gray. Some of these guys don't raid full time. Some of these guys, have struggled for a while now. And I have also presented that question to them. What can I do to help you? Because some of it may simply be they don't know where to look. They don't know what to do. And my guild is, we've killed a handful of mythic bosses this expansion. I'd love to do more, but I'm working with what I got. So we have a wide breadth of skill level. We have some grays, we have some oranges on Warcraft logs. So we got some not so great people, and then we have a handful of amazing people, and I'm still baffled as to why they're sticking around. But I ask my raiders, when I see that there's an issue, when I see that there's a struggle, what can I do to help? What can I do? And it simply may be, I need to talk through this. I need, maybe a second opinion about how good or bad I'm doing. In some cases, we've had guys that don't understand the spec. They don't understand the rotation. They don't understand the opener. some of them, after seeing this, it's one of those things where I can bring up, hey, there's help that obviously needs to be thrown out there, whether it's me helping you or you helping yourself. But something needs to improve, and I'm here, ready and willing to offer assistance however you want to take it. Whether you want to, steal all of my time away and we pour through logs and WeakOrs and Discord and forums and this, that, and the other, and we figure out what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Or maybe it's a wake-up call to go, hey, I can do this on my own. I can fix it. But that's something that I have been doing here lately, is asking a simple question. What can I do to help? It gets the ball rolling. It gets the discussion started. I really like it, and I would suggest if you find yourself in a position where someone is coming to you and they're griping, they're bitching, they're moaning, complaining, or as a leader, doesn't have to be somebody in charge, we've talked about this, but as a leader, you see that someone is struggling. Hey, somebody that's playing a similar class, similar spec as me, maybe one of my fellow healers, we have a whole bunch of mages, and this is the case. We had a whole bunch of mages, myself included, at the beginning of Nyalotha, and one of them wasn't doing great. How can I help? What can I do? Is there a trick that I know that you don't know, or you aren't understanding something, or maybe we can clear something up? And that's all it takes to get this ball rolling, to get started, to start that discussion, is a simple question. So I just figured I'd throw that out there. Maybe you guys can try it out. Let me know what you think, and in the comments below, if it works, let me know. If it doesn't work, or you totally hate this video, you can let me know. And until next time, guys, I'll see you.